Yes, we are.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patchwork Party. Sew and Save, March 2023. We're going to wait for a couple seconds while people pop on. And while you're waiting for us to get started, give us a like and give us a share. And that'll help get people on too. And that'll put your name in for a gift card tonight. So finally, the sun is shining.
Really?
No, I know. When is spring? I'm ready. Just want spring. But we're spring here. We've got lots of springy fabrics and springy projects and all kinds of fun things going on. So lots of things to show you tonight. So be sure to like us and share us. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So when we put out a YouTube video, you will be in on that as well. So make sure you put your like us and share us, like I said, so your name goes in for the gift card drawing tonight. Because we've got lots of things to show you. So good. Oh, good. Okay, we're getting there. We'll wait for just a minute or two more. And then we'll get started because there's lots of fun things to show. I want to thank everybody who came and participated in our Trunk Ship by Annie Trunk Show event. It was a fun event. We had to postpone it because of the weather for a week, but everybody showed up anyways the next week, and we had a great turnout and lots of fun things, showed lots and lots of new projects and by Annie things. We have all of the we have all of the by Annie stuff. We're still waiting for some patterns, but we've got all of the zippers, 24, 30, 40, and zippers by the yard, all of their hardware, lots and lots of patterns, soft and stable, everything that you need to make projects. And we do have 2 classes on the schedule. We're going to be making the little clam-up bags, which I don't have to show you, and the take a stand bag. And those are in April. So you can go online and take a look at those. Those are going to be a couple fun classes. The climb-up bags are great if you're just starting out and haven't made too many by Annie bags and you're a little bit afraid of zippers. It will just take care of any fears that you've ever had of putting a zipper in, because it's just really super fun and fast and easy projects to do.
So Ann Fabish said, hi, Karen and Joe.
Hi, Karen and Joe. Joe's behind the camera as usual. And
Ann Fabish also said, it was great.
Oh, she was at our event, and it was great to see her. Great to see everybody. The classroom was filled with people. So it was a lot of fun. Where we have Jill and Sherry behind the scenes. So if you have any questions, shout out. They will get those questions to me so I can answer any questions that you have.
We had Kathleen Rocco say hello.
Kathy Rocco, I think she was at our event.
Said hello.
There was somebody from Florida saying hello.
Hello, Florida people.
Yeah. Sharon Tetra says
Hey,
hello.
Sharon Tetro. Lots of people. Hi, everybody. Make sure to shout out, make sure to comment, make sure to like us, and to share us so that your name goes in for a gift card tonight, because you want to get a little gift card. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, if they were going to buy something with holiday season.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I have a little bit of a migraine today, girls, so, it just is what it is. As you know, anything that I show you tonight for Patchwork Party is on sale on our website. PP20 gets you 20% off of anything in the Patchwork Party section of our website tonight. So if I forget something, I have 3 backups here to remind me to make sure that I make sure that I get things right tonight. So, shall we get started? Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
We are ready.
64 people on.
Hello, everyone. Now I just swallowed wrong. So let me get a little drink here. Okay. Well, since I'm standing right here, right in front of me is the newest fabric from Fig Tree. Excuse me. Sorry. Fig Tree. It is called Fruit Cocktail. It is just as fun and as happy as spring can be. So Joe's going to come up and kind of get a nice close view of all of the fruit cocktail fabric from Fig Tree. Excuse me. So there's little cherries, there's pears, there's apples in and amongst the little fabrics. Such a pretty happy line. So I'm going to make I'm going to make my little clam bakes out of the fruit cocktail fabric. So that'll be really, really fun. Excuse me. So sorry. We have a cute little table runner. It is called, I'll hold it this way. It is called Table Grace for Summer. So the pattern itself has in the center, it wants you to make this little gingham fabric in the center of this table runner. Well, the fabric that we chose had this cute little gingham already made up. So you don't have to, so you're just going to cut this big piece to go in the center and then do your piecing on the side. So you don't have to make that little gingham fabric by sewing all kinds of little itty bitty squares together to make a gingham fabric. So that makes this project really fun, fast, and easy to do. So we have taken all the work out of it because could you imagine sewing all these little squares together from the middle of this? I'm kind of like, no. You could probably, I'm not sure if they do, they probably strip piece it, but still. Much better, much easier, and it's just as cute. So really fun, fast, and easy project. We have kits available, and again, it's called Table Grace for Summer. Very cute. I know. Cute for your summer table. Summer is coming. I don't know where it is, but it's coming. I'm going to come over here and show you this fabric. This is new from Riley Blake. Sorry, Riley Blake. It is called Journal Art. And I guess I could hold it this way. No, it's upside down. I guess I could hold it this way. Really cute little panel pieces. I think they'll make really cute pillows. She was making journal covers out of them, so we're going to kind of figure out how to do that. I think they would be really cute, kind of stretched and framed. That would be really fun, but really, really pretty. So this is from Riley Blake, and these are the fabrics that go with it. There's kind of this writing like a postcard writing from, and this is J. Rucker Fitch. So if you like her fabrics, she's done these. So there's 3 of them with writing on, and then this one's really cool with the florals and the, I guess this way, sort of, this way with the flowers that match the panel. Love this. So pretty for my garden. And then she also had these 3 that are just kind of blenders that you could put with them. So I think these are just cute on their own, just to have as a blender, as a go with for other things that you're making. So really pretty. Really pretty. They're just called Art Journal Inside Cover. That's clever. Yeah. Okay. So the inside cover of your journal. I kind of like the writing, and I kind of like the big florals for this. Another really fun line of fabric that we just got in from Zen Chic is called Filigree, and it's just really cool. I'll let Joe kind of come in on it. It has writing. We have jelly rolls. I'm going to sneak down over there. And yeah, it's really cool. It has this really cool polka dot. These little almost like a little flower on is really cool. The writing is really cool. Just the little buds or little leaves that are on there is really pretty too. And the colors are really kind of neat. So I made from our by Annie trunk show. This is the travel tote. This is the biggest tote bag that they make. So this is the biggest bag. And I used the filigree fabric to do this. And I thought it would make a really cool guy's bag until I kind of started adding the orange and the yellow. I think then that kind of makes it not so much for a guy. But I think this fabric would be really cool. I'm going to kind of set this down and just kind of say if you added a grunge and some black zippers and gray zippers, totally cool for a guy. Right, Joe?
Right.
Yeah. You would like it better that way, wouldn't you? But I really kind of wanted to funk it up a little bit and make it kind of cool. So I added...
It's super fun.
It is kind of funky. I wanted to make it funky. So this was really fun to do as... It's putsy, but it takes a little time, but it's not hard to do. You can do it, and I think it turned out really cool. I liked in the back that it has the little strap that goes over your suitcase handle. So this slides right over your suitcase handle. So it'll sit on your suitcase really well. Inside it has a great big zipper, or just a great big pocket on the inside, in the back. Some pockets. And the bottom has that hard plexiglass piece that really gives the bag shape and stability. So we have all of those plexiglass bottoms that go with their bags. And on the back of every pattern that has a bottom to match, it will tell you what size bottom to get. And we have those. This is soft and stable on the inside. And like the majority of her patterns, you start out by quilting the main fabric and quilting your accent fabrics, and then you go from there. You start making your pockets, you start making your straps, you add your zippers, and eventually you end up with a bag. But I would say this took me, about 3 days.
Pat Sela says class maybe soon?
Yes, classes maybe soon. I think a bunch of people wanted to make this one, and I think the ultimate travel tote. So that's on the list of classes that have not been scheduled quite yet. The other bag that was really popular, and it's not a by Annie bag, is and Joel's going to come around here, he just didn't know it, okay, is the Poppins bag. And this is from Auntie's too, not to be mixed up with by Annie. There's by Annie, and then there's Auntie's too. A lot of times I call it Annie's too, because I just do. But it is actually Auntie's too. And she probably would be upset if I called her Annie. So this is, and I showed this at the trunk show, this is the Poppins bag. And I am working down here on what's going to be the giant Poppins bag. And the giant Poppins bag, as you can see, is going to be really big. So it is actually going to look, I think the picture on this is pretty good, unless there's a glare. So it's actually going to look like this. So I'm taking a panel and making the bag out of the panel. So it's going to be really cool. And this bag is going to be big enough to carry a sewing machine. I know. So you can use it to carry sewing machines back and forth to class. So this is actually the bottom of the giant Poppins bag. So you can see how big this is going to be.
Becky Hart wants to know if there's going to be a class for that one.
Yes, definitely. So for the class, you'll be able to either make the Poppins or the giant Poppins bag. They're made exactly the same, except the sizes are different. So let me tell you, not really a secret, but let me tell you the first thing that you kind of need to know when you're purchasing these. So the patterns come with, oops, I'm throwing things. The patterns come with the little stays that go in the top. Because when you open up this bag, one of the really super nice things about this is that when you open it up, this pops open. So hence the name, I think, Poppins bag. But it opens up wide and stays open. And the stays that are in the top of this make that happen. So there are different size stays that go with different size bags. So when you buy the pattern, the stays that you need come with it. And then if you wanted to make more bags, you can just buy the stays without the pattern. But the first thing you want to get is the pattern with the stays. So let me show you some of the other patterns that we just got in. So this is the giant Poppins bag, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about in a minute. There's a Midtown. So there's the city Midtown. There's the downtown. And there's the uptown. And I think they're pretty much the same bag. They're just 3 different sizes. So that one starts with, I think, the downtown is the smallest. The midtown is the middle size. And the uptown is the largest. Yep, that's how it goes. So this is a little bit different shape, a little bit different size than the Poppins bag, but made in a very similar way. So you can kind of take a look at these when you come in. They don't have that big oval bottom on it. They have kind of just a different bottom on it. So they don't have, it's kind of a boxed bottom, if you know what that means. So those are 3 different sizes. And then there's another little bag that kind of has a shape like this. Then that's called the kaleidoscope bag. And that's a fun one too. Has kind of a different shape to it. So those are just some of the bags that we have. So when you use her patterns, there are 2 different kinds of things that you can use. We have what we're kind of typically used to using, which is the soft and stable, and that's used in all of the by Annie bags. So generally speaking, you're going to start making a bag for by Annie by taking your main fabric, a layer of soft and stable, and your lining fabric, and you're going to quilt that all together and then start cutting out your pieces. All right, so we have soft and stable in packages, and we have it by the yard. But the packages are a little bit easier to kind of hang on to, control, store. So we have half yard. It's 58 inches wide. So we have half yard, 1 yard, and now we have a 2 yard bag. We just added the 2 yard bag this week. Right now we're out of the 1 yard bags. We got the 1 yard bags in on Friday, and I went to look for them to show you today, and they're gone. Yes, ma'am.
What was the name of that tote?
This tote is the travel tote.
Not the ultimate travel.
No, it's different than the ultimate travel tote. If you could run over and get the patterns, and then we can show them the difference. Yeah. So there's a 1 yard bag in here that's missing. I was like, where did they all go? Didn't they come? They were supposed to come. They came, and we looked for them, and we got them in on Friday. They sold out by today. So there are more coming in. I already ordered more. So for the by Annie bags, you need soft and stable. Okay? And we're going to show you those patterns in a second, because there's a couple that are really popular. For the Auntie's 2 bags, you have to use something that's different. And this is called In Our Form. It's like IN-R-form. Okay? It is different than soft and stable. It's the same but different. So when you do one of the Auntie's 2 bags, you start out and you're going to quilt a piece of fabric like this. So why we're doing this. Okay, so I made the travel duffel. Okay, and this is the largest bag that they make. And it has the little holder for your strap on your suitcase. Then there's the ultimate travel bag that's a little bit shaped a little bit different. It's smaller. This one is 13 by 14 by 4. This one is 13 by 21 by 8. 2 different sizes, 2 different shapes. This also has the little strap for the back of your suitcase. This bag has 3 pockets in the front. This one has 1 in between your straps. This has a pocket on the inside, and it has pockets on either side. This has pockets on either side, and then a pocket in the back right by where you put your handle for your suitcase. Okay, so they all have lots of pockets because you know us girls love our pockets in our bags because we fill them up with stuff. But this one has more zipper pockets, larger profile. Ultimate Travel Bag is a great bag. A lot of people have made it, and it's really nice. But this is the biggest. You know me, go big or go home. So
Woman says she loves the bag. I know she was here the day you started it.
I'm telling you, and I got her done. So it takes a little time, but you can get it done. So that's made with Soft and Stable. So you can see that this is a little bit soft. It's a little bit slouchy. This bag doesn't slouch at all.
But if you had stuff in there, it wouldn't matter.
Which if you have stuff in there, it wouldn't matter. So the Auntie's 2 bags start out a little bit differently. You're still going to quilt a large piece of fabric, cut it down to size, and then continue to make your bag. But what you're going to do is use the inner form. You cannot use Soft and Stable. It's not going to work. You're not going to get the same result. The bag is not going to look the same. Okay? Ask me how I know this. Okay, so I started out, I was going to do this, and I started out and I didn't have the inner form. I used Soft and Stable. And the first thing you need to do is fuse your main fabric to a layer of the inner form. Then you take your lining fabric and you fuse it to a layer of the inner form. Then you fuse those two together and you quilt through the whole thing. You cannot, trust me when I say this, ask me how I know, you cannot do the same thing with Soft and Stable. You cannot quilt through 2 layers of Soft and Stable. Trust me, it will not work. It won't. So I can tell you that the inner form is thinner than Soft and Stable, but Soft and Stable is thinner than 2 layers of inner form. So if you use 1 layer of Soft and Stable in between, because I know you're going to say that, can I use just 1 layer of Soft and Stable in between? It's not going to have this firmness. It's not going to have this stand-up ability, stiffness. It's not going to have the same, it's not going to be the same. So we have both. We have this by the yard, because it took me like 2 yards to do this. So and now I have some little scraps so I can make some smaller bags out of it. So you have to use the right thing in the right bag, because you know you're going to put a lot of money into it, you're going to put a lot of time and effort into it, and you're going to use it a lot, so you want it to be right. So just so you know, as you're starting to pick up things to make your bags, this is what you're going to want. So I have this all ready to go. Next, I'm going to start making my bag. So that's going to be next. So any questions on that so far? Yes, we will have classes on the Poppins bags, and we will have more Annie's by Annie bag classes as well. We're into, I think, May for scheduling classes. So we're that far out. So keep an eye open, more things to come. Okay, so that's my story on bags. And any questions on any of that? Any questions on the by Annie stuff? If you think of something, just holler out. All right, this is a cute little panel that we just got in. It's called Stateside. So it's just a map. All we did is we took a map, the map panel, we added a back, quilted it up, and our little quilting says USA on it, so it's really kind of cute. Added a binding, and we were done. So really cute for a little kid's room. You could hang it on a wall, throw it on the floor. It could be a play mat. So just really fun. It's kind of camper oriented, so you could put it in your camper. It's just really, really fun, and it has all the abbreviations for the states on the back. So when you get a kit, you have a choice of either this blue backing or this other really cute one that with the roads on it and little campers. So if you're ordering one online, I don't think we distinguished between the two. So if you want the one, you can say blue backing Or camper backing. How's that? If you're ordering online, just put in the comments, I want the camper backing or I want the blue backing. We'll hook you up. Okay? You have to add your own binding because I thought you could pick your own color of binding for that. So your kit comes with the front and the back, and then I think 1/3 of a yard of binding gets you there. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And the fabric on the Poppins bag.
This one?
Somebody wants to know what fabric that is.
This one or this one?
I believe yours.
This one we don't have any more fabric of. This is older, gone. This is called, actually it's called Seaside from Henry Glass? No, Hoffman. So this is a panel. Oh, I should have showed you that. See, you guys got to watch me every minute. It's actually a panel, and the panel started out like this. So you don't have to make a bag out of it because the panel is just really awesome. And if you see the fabric and touch the fabric, it's heavier. It has some kind of finish on it. It's not a canvas. It is a digital print. So it is digitally printed, but it's a little bit heavier and has a little bit more stability to it. So this is Seaside. The panel is not in yet. We'll get that in right away tomorrow. So just let us know if you want. So it takes 2 panels to make the bag, because this is going to be on the front and this is going to be on the back.
Is that a different panel than you have there? Is it the same?
This is the same panel. This is just cut down. So you need 1 panel for the front of the bag, and then I have this one. This is going to be the back of the bag. So that's how big this bag is going to be. I mean, when this is done, good gravy. You can carry a sewing machine in this bag. It is sturdy enough and big enough to carry one of the small sewing machines to class. So that's how big it's going to be. And like I showed you that bottom, where that bottom fell, that was the bottom. So it's big. So very cool. And then on the back, the lining has the boats. And then the pocket is going to be the boats. And then the handle is going to be the bougainvillea. Bougainvillea. So my bottoms, those big oval bottoms, are going to be of this. And the handles are going to be out of this as well. So it's going to be really cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. I had to wait to get the inner form so I could do that. But once you do that, everything, that stuff, that fabric fused onto that inner form stuff, so nice. And it all fused together. I could just go through. It didn't move around. It was really nice to work with. Really, really nice. My first experience of working with this for a while. I had done one a long time ago, but okay. There's that. So we're good with stateside, panel, backing, binding.
No binding.
Binding is not included, but that's all you need to make the project. Your kits will have the front and the back. Okay. Oh, that's a great idea. Cute teacher gift. Really fun. Really, really cute. Then Joe can kind of come up close on these. We have some golf fabric just came in. So some really cute little golf balls, the little plaid, and then the little golf bags and things. So you could take and make some cute little bianni bags out of these to put in with, to give to your golfing buddies, and put in your golf bag with teas and stuff, because they're all, you could probably like the clam up bags, and that would be really cute. Alrighty, I'm just going to keep moving along this way, since we're kind of going this way. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, and yes, you can still get some projects done. We have the cute little St. Patrick's Day pillow. This is made from 3 fat quarters. Super quick and easy to make. You can make this in like a half an hour. We have kits for these. I think we did a Valentine's one. We have our Easter one down here that I'll show you in a minute. Then we have little St. Patrick's Day pillowcases. Really super fun. You can make this in a minute too, with the little hats. Super cute, matches your little pillow. And then we also made a table runner, and this is done with one of the Villa Rosa patterns, and we have kits for this as well. Another super cute, oops, I'm just going to put this back up here and Joe can take a picture of it. There we go. Cute, fast, easy project to do. And we just quilted that ourselves and just put a little bit of a stitch through there. I love the little plaid binding or the border. Really, really fun, fast, and easy to do. Because you can have your St. Patrick's Day stuff out for a little while in March. You don't have to put it away right after St. Patrick's Day. Alrighty. Then we have a really pretty batik table runner. Isn't that pretty? I love the fabrics. I love the colors. And this pattern is called Echo Point. And this pattern makes, you have a choice of the table runner with 4 placemats, that look like this. Very pretty. Or you can make 6 placemats. Either way. So the pattern is written so that you can do all of those. Just really pretty kind of elegant. Would be a very pretty shower gift for someone.
I like the colors.
I do like the colors. I think the colors are pretty. What are you looking at? Your faces are, their faces are scrunchy. We do not have kits made up for this. If we get some requests, we can make up kits. The fabric is back there, so we can make up some kits. We have not done so yet, but we probably will make a few. Yeah, I think the fabrics are just really pretty together. Nicely chosen. Nicely done. Alrighty. Then we're going into Easter. And we have this cute little, kind of little mug rug. Little table topper. I still don't have his eyes or his mouth on there yet. One of these days. maybe before Easter. So we have little kits for these. This little center part is paper pieced. So super fun and easy to do. Even if you don't like paper piecing, there's not much paper piecing to do there. So it makes it quick. I know that the kits have enough fabric in there to make a couple. Because the girls were saying it has a lot of fabric in. And you can make, I think, 2, maybe 3-ish. You might have to get a little piece for the back. But like about 3. There was a lot of fabric in there, they were saying. Oh, the name of it is Hexy Bunny Placemat. Hexy Bunny Placemat. So really cute little gift to give during the holidays. We have our little cute little bunny, and we have little gnomies, little Easter gnomies up here. So we have a cute little Easter pillow that's like the Valentine's one and the St. Patrick's one. So we have kits for these as well, ready to go. We have some of these hot stuff mitts. Super fun to make and really a great size. I hate it when pot holders are too small. And this is a really nice size. We have kits made up for these, so little springy pot holder mitts. And this is the pattern that goes with it, the hot stuff pattern. I think we've done some of these before in Christmas fabrics and fall fabrics. So we've had kits for these before. So you might have the pattern, but you can always pick up the kit. So the pattern is not included in the kit, so you have to buy these separate. Okay, but we have both. So really fun to do. These have lots of padding in them, so you won't burn your hands. Okay, so I kind of went through this stuff. Alrighty, we're going to move our way over here. What did I miss? Oh, the banner! Oh my gosh. This banner is so cute. Not last summer, a couple summers ago, we made some patriotic banners, and they were really fun to do. We did them during our Sizzling Summer series. And so this year we got some, a panel in that had little spring and Easter panels on them, squares on them. So we made the little banners again. And in your kit, we have a kit. In your kit, here it is. In your kit, there is enough to make 3 banners. So there's going to be 3 sets of the little squares. So this is what the 4 of the squares look like. I think Joe can get a picture of all of those. So they're kind of springy, Eastery. So they're kind of reversible. The one that I just showed you had Easter on one side and spring on the other. So after Easter was done, you could flip it around and do the spring. So there's enough fabric to make 3 of these banners.
What's it called?
The kit is called, oh, it's on the tag, Easter Spring Banner. That was clever. Easter Spring Banner. So the little fabrics say hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way, a tisket, a tasket, family is the sweetest treat. So the little words are really cute on there. And so you can make one and have two to give to the daughters, the granddaughters. Take it as a hostess gift at Easter and a really cute little thing to hang up. They're not in the system yet. Not sure why, but we'll get them in there. So you'll have time. So 3 banners, 1 kit. 3 in 1. Awesome. They will be first thing tomorrow. Well, maybe not first thing, but pretty close to first thing. Very close to first thing. I showed you this. Let's come around to the Daisy ×3 quilt. This is a kit. And we have the fabric. I'm going to walk in front of it now. We're going to walk in front of it. It's Daisy Up is the name of the fabric. Really sweet, kind of not baby, but kind of that tween, kind of in between for a young girl. Really cute. Just squares and then small squares. So super simple to put together. Super easy to do. And the butterflies are just so fun. So you've got... So whether they like purple or pink or green or teal, it's all covered in there. And we've got it's got all the little colors in there. And the little border stripe is super cute and just really makes a really, really cute quilt. Perfect. For that in-between girl. And it is 53 by 71. And the kit comes with the front and the binding. And then you need 3 3/8 yards of fabric for the back. So really, really cute fabric. Love it. Okay, I'm going to move these patterns out of the way. And then we're going to kind of come over here. So we have had 2 basket classes. And if you've looked at our Facebook page, you've seen some of the baskets that the ladies have made. And we're gonna be doing another basket class because people have been asking. So we have what we use for our basket class is the cotton clothesline, which we have. That's in the Patchwork Party section of our website. For what? PP20 will get you 20% off. And then don't forget to like us and share us so that your name goes in for a gift card tonight, because those are sitting right there so I don't forget. But to make the baskets, you need just one of the cut loose patterns. You need your clothesline. These are done with 10-inch squares. So depending on the size basket you need, we'll tell you how many size squares that you need. Yeah, you can come in and kind of take a closer look at it. So you're going to cut strips and wrap your fabric around your rope, and then you make the rope into your little baskets. Super fun, easy. Great project to do. To connect your fabric strips together, you will use the Sew Line fabric glue. Now, I found that this worked the best and was the least messy. They use the fabric fusion glue. That works, but I found that if you're using a glue that like squirts out, like an Elmer's glue would squirt out, I found that a lot of times I squirted out too much glue, even though I was trying not to, just put a little dab. But you'd get too much and then it would ooze out and it would get on your fingers and stuff. With this little fabric pencil, you can just, it's like a glue stick. You can put as much on as you need and not over glue it, and it doesn't get all over everything. So it was less messy, and I used a lot less of this than I did the fabric glue that squirts out of a bottle. That stuff works, but some of it works and some of it didn't. Some of the girls had brought some glues with them, and we tried it, and unless it sticks like immediately, it doesn't. You don't want to do it, because otherwise you have to stand there and wait for that to dry. Then you can go on to your next one. You want something that's going to stick right away, keep moving.
Jody Kurzman said classes were so fun.
She was in a class, she made a beautiful striped basket. I think we put it online. We're going to do these again. So out of one package of clothesline, I made these 2 baskets, and I still have this much left over that I could make a small basket. So this was on the pattern. This is the large, this is the medium, and then I could make another small basket out of this. Just haven't gotten to it yet, but super fun.
The pattern?
The pattern is called, the pattern is actually called mixing bowls. So, because there's 3 different sizes. So that's the name of the pattern. And then we have the clothesline and your little sew line glue stick, and you're good to go. It doesn't, and some scraps of fabric. I bet you have just a few scraps of fabric at home that you could use. You want to use some squares. It makes it a lot easier to cut and to wrap, and it goes through super fast. And it was a lot of fun. So we will be doing another class. We'll kind of up our game a little bit on the next class. If you've seen some of them have like a design in the bottom, and I'll show you how to do that next time. So because the girls were asking about that, where there's like almost like a little panel that's in the bottom. And so so we're going to do that next. It was a lot of fun. It's addicting. It really is. I want to make more. People were going to make them and give them as Christmas gifts. They were like, I'm making these for Christmas gifts because everybody can use a little basket.
Yeah, they're really substantial.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, they're not flimsy at all. Yeah, they are. The cat was playing in it, and it's cats love them. Kittens love them. Let me tell you. People have been asking for an applique class. So this is the project that we're going to do in our applique class. That class is April 20th from 1 to 4. You purchase the kit, and the kit makes both of these projects. So you're going to get a charm pack because you use a charm pack for your stars and for your border and things like that. So you'll also get your bindings and your backings and everything, all the other stuff that you need fabric-wise to make this project. You can buy the kits and not take the class. That's fine. But people were asking for kind of a beginner type of an machine applique class. So we're going to do this with your regular sewing machine, not an embroidery machine. And so you learn how to do that whole process. Super fun, fast, and easy. And it makes, I think, an adorable table runner and just a little wall hanging. Super cute. They have been very popular with sewing. The kit is called, Joe can hone in on it,
Sure.
Patriotic Mini Quilt and Table Runner. So you'll need that for the class, but you can certainly buy, if you've been doing lots of applique all your life, this is a great fun project to do, and you can do it in a weekend. And we're going to do part of it in the class. You won't get the whole thing done, but you'll be ready to go home and finish it off yourself when you take the class. So great beginning class. If you've never appliqued before, you will know exactly what to do. So this month, I don't know if you've seen online, but Creative Grids has come out with 2 new rollers. Can you believe it? Just when you thought you had them all. You were like, almost there. I'm almost at the bottom of the list. I've got every single one that they've got, that they make. No, you don't. They came out with 2 more. Who'd have thunk it? So if you've been collecting the square rulers, as I have, and have had all of the square rulers because I use them for so many things all the way along, they have come, I don't think they can come out with a smaller square ruler than this. This is a 1.5-inch square ruler. Isn't that cute? It's the cutest. So it is just exactly like all of its bigger brothers and sisters. It has on the back, the whole back of this has the non-slip stuff, because how many times have you had to cut like 50 little 1.5-inch squares of something? And it's such a pain in the neck. or you've had to square up something that was 1.5 inches. Fran was working on a project about a week or two ago and said, boy, I wish I had had this ruler then, because she was doing something that was really small and had to cut small squares and had to square up something that was really small, and she wished she had it. So even on this little itty bitty 1.5 inch ruler, it has the white mark that goes through the center with the little bullseye right in the middle, so you can get things lined up right in the center of that little itty bitty 1.5 inch square. So if you have to square up some 1.5 inch half square triangles or hourglass blocks, this will be perfect, because not only does it cut it in half horizontally and vertically, it also has the 45-degree lines that go across it from corner to corner. So they've got you covered in this little itty teeny square. It is awesome. And the fact that I have some I have a 1.5 inch strip cut here. The fact that they have put that non-skid stuff on it, this little baby doesn't, your fabric moves, but this little ruler, when you get it on here, does not move. So it is going to keep your hands safe when you're cutting. And I'm cutting with a grape. I would probably use my 45 millimeter cutter, but I've got my 60. And it just doesn't move. Once you get it on there, I mean, it stays where you put it, which is what you need when you're cutting something teeny tiny, because how many times do we not like to do mini quilts because you can't square something up that small. And when you try to, it just doesn't work. So this is really what you need to get that job done. And it's just cute. Love it. EB cute. 1.5 inch square creative grid ruler. It's an awesome thing. The other ruler that they came out with this month is the 2.5 by 4.5 inch ruler, which is really a nice ruler to use when you're cutting things like jelly roll strips. And you have to cut those down, and either you have to make 2.5 inch squares, or you're just cutting down a half square triangle. Whatever you're cutting down, this one, and I don't know if you can see it, or if it's better if I put it down here. This has, of course, all of the non-skid stuff on the back to keep the ruler in place. It has the white line. Of course, you can't see the white line on the white table. It has the white line that cuts it in half, cuts these rulers in half, vertically as well as horizontally. So it cuts the 2.5 in half, and it cuts the 4.5 in half. And then it also has your 45-degree angles on here as well, so that if you're squaring up a half square triangle or a flying geese block, and you're making a 2.5 by 4.5 inch flying geese block, you can use this to square it up. And between, I don't have a pointer, but between here and this edge here, that's where you want your little V for your flying geese to go. And you'll have exactly 1/4 inch between that dotted line and the edge of your fabric. And because sometimes it's easier to see a black line, but then sometimes it's easier to see the white line, it also has the white line that does a 45-degree angle. It has a 45 and a 30 degree in white and black on here, so that you can see whether, because sometimes if you have black fabric, it's hard to see the black line, but then you flip it around and you've got the white line to use.
Nice.
So really super nice. They've made the numbers nice and big so that it's easy for our old eyes to see. Even on the little one, it's easy for you to see the numbers. So,
Good stuff.
yeah, it's really cool. So if I'm cutting a 2.5 inch strip and I need some 4.5 inch rectangles, it's really super simple just to lay that on there. If I need a 3 inch by 2.5 inch, if I need a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square, really super easy to use this instead of a bigger ruler with lots of numbers on that you have to keep laying down and figuring out where your numbers are. This just makes cutting smaller things and 2.5 inch strips really easy to do. Like this one. They work great. So these two are in the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 gets you 20% off. Don't forget to like us and to share us so that your name goes in for a gift card. And don't forget to join our YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to that. That way you'll see any kind of videos that we put out. You will see them all the time. We do for the new fabrics that have just come in, and we have two great lines. The one that I showed you, we have, isn't this pretty? A fat quarter pack of all of the fig tree fruit cocktail. Thank you. Fruit cocktail. So we have fat quarter packs for the fruit cocktail and fat quarter packs for the sun washed, and this is by Corey Yoder. So the new Corey Yoder fabric, we have the new fat quarter packs as well. So a fat quarter of all of these can get you pretty far. Pretty soon we're also I have a pattern that we're gonna do a fat quarter mystery quilt. And it's just gonna be a one-day thing like we do the charm pack one and the layer cake one. We'll have a mystery fat quarter quilt that we'll do one day. We'll have to get that on the schedule too. We need more days. We need more days in the week. We need more days in the year. But we'll get there. We'll get them all done. So start collecting some fat quarter packs. Anything else that we need to show you tonight? We have one more quilt in the back. This is the this is Ruby Star fabric. It is called Reverie. The kit, borders in there, okay. The kit is made up of just the inside of this. The center is one of those Villa Rosa patterns. So you know the Villa Rosa patterns are kind of pretty small. So we like to make things a little bit bigger here. So if you purchase this kit, you'll get what you need to do the center. But then we added an inner border and an outer border to make it a little bit bigger. So it really makes it a nice size by the time it gets done. So finished with the borders is 54 by 72. Yeah, so it's a really nice size. Love this fabric. Kind of a little bit modern, kind of, young couple kind of fabric, really pretty. The colors are pretty, and there's a little metallic in here, so I don't know if you can see the metallic that is in the quilt, but there's not a lot of it, but there's a little bit here and there, and Joe's going to get a nice close look at that. So there's a little metallic in those.
Looks cool.
And it's just really cool. Gives it a little sparkle. Gives it a little sparkle and a little shine. So that is
Very cool.
Reverie by Moda and Ruby Star. I keep wanting to say Zen Chic, but it's not Zen Chic, it's Ruby Star. So I think that's what I have for you tonight. We are so happy that you joined us. Keep a watch. We've got more stuff happening, more classes coming up. We've got classes, our bag classes coming up, and bowl classes. We have the rug class that's right down by Joe's feet. That had to get rescheduled because of snow, doggone snow. So that is March 23rd for that. So that's coming up in a week or next week. So you can still get in on that if you'd like. That's done with actually 2.5-inch strips of the inner form that we talked about for the Auntie's 2 bags. So we used that and a layer cake to make that particular rug. So that was a lot of fun. So we're getting together on March 23rd to do that rug class.
Was there a tulip table runner?
Tulip table runner?
Yeah.
Tulip table runner.
Somebody was asking
Out of the
about that.
kits, we have patterns.
We have patterns for that, but we are out of the kits. So it's a great little, if you have some scraps, it's a great scrappy project. We showed that a while ago, but yeah, the kits are gone, but we do have the patterns. So we'll put that up there for you too, if you're interested. Great little spring project. I like the little scalloped border that's kind of on there, super simple to make. There's a template in the pattern that helps you to cut that out just so it's just right. And very simple quilting on that. We just did some little squares and a little bit of stitch in the ditch, and you're there. So very cute little spring project. Anything else that you girls have questions on? Anything we can need to help you with?
Somebody just mentioned they didn't see the creative grid ruler and
We're
Patchwork
checking.
project.
Oh, they're checking. They're going to make sure they get that in there. Yeah, I thought we put it in there. We talked about it. So, yes, we're making sure that the creative grid rulers are in there. PP20 will get you 20% off all this week. So make sure that you shop and take a look at it. If you didn't get to watch us tonight, I'm sure you're going to see us on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and like us and share us so that your name goes in for the gift card. So we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. If you need anything, if there's a kind of fabric line that you want to see, just shout out and we'll see if we can get it for you. And we will see you. Actually, don't forget that we have our So What Club next Monday, a week from today at 10 a.m. and that is in the store. So make sure to join us for that because we'll have lots more new projects besides these to show you at Club on Monday. So join us for that at 10 a.m. in the store for So What? And we will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Say bye, ladies. Bye, ladies.
They're working on getting those creative grids on there.